It's time for local stories from across the East. Local food. Local fashion. Local businesses. This is your home for local. This is the East's Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina CW.
Hello and welcome to the East Daily Download Wednesday edition. My name is Mark. I'll be your tour guide in this adventure across the East. Hope your day is off to a great start so far. Boy, do we have a big show in store for you. But before we get to that, let me tell you can find this show. We're at WNCT.com, now at the Download tab. We've changed. We're now at the Download tab on WNCT.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and use the East Daily Download hashtag. Also, you can find us through the WNCT mobile app. Download the mobile app, go to that, scroll down, right there, East Daily Download. You can watch the show anywhere you want on the go. And also, you can email us, so it's great. Download at WNCT.com. Now, we have a lot in store for you today, and let's take a look exactly what that means. 10 p.m. anchor Angie Casada joins us for Q&A with AQ. We take a tour of the new Hispanic movie studio and find out about the owner's connection to Tyler Perry. We have part 1 in our series about ACEs for Autism. And if all that wasn't enough, hey Bryce, what's going on?
Hey, what did I get for you, Mark?
Well, what? Do you want me to open this right now?
Yes.
Okay, sure. Well, that's interesting, as if someone knows that I wear interesting socks. Thank you, Bryce. Thank you for that. I don't know why I got socks today, and it has little cameras on. That's cool. As I was saying, and if that's not enough for you, we have WNCT-9 First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson introducing us right now to this week's Weather Kid. Let's meet him.
Now downloading Weather Kids.
In Greenville, the temperature is going to be 77.
Meet Dakota. Of our weather kids, she had a more in-depth background in science, so we talked about some higher level topics. I think Dakota came away with a greater appreciation for the work involved in broadcast meteorology.
It was a little more difficult than I thought it would be. I was trying to find where the storm was, trying to debate if that was part of this storm or this storm.
Dakota has not just experienced hurricanes firsthand, she's helped in the recovery process too.
We went out and we helped people clean up their yards and their houses. We went to New Bern.
New Bern, okay. Did you have problems getting there? Was it hard to get there? Was it a lot of damage?
At the first, it wasn't hard until we came across, we got a little more closer, and then there was tree limbs and still some water.
Dakota's maturity sets her apart. I was happy to learn she's an avid reader.
I like to read sometimes because it takes you places in your mind and you can just picture where you're going, and it's really cool.
Dakota learned a lot on her visit, and we welcome her to our Weather Kids family. Now, if your child would like to become a WNCT 9 on your side First Alert Weather Kid, send me an email to jjackson@WNCT.com and I'll explain how everything works. For the WNCT 9 on your side First Alert Weather Kids, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Jackson. Class dismissed.
Eastern North Carolina CW wants you to win the Mel Robbins Show sweepstakes.
Win a trip to New York City, including airfare, hotel, and VIP tickets to the show.
Mel is changing lives, and she could change yours.
Go to WNCT.com right now to enter. Now downloading Wacky Wednesday.
Fat Bear Week is back. That's right, it's back, and only the fattest bears need apply. You see, to prepare for hibernation, bears in Alaska's Katmai National Park and Preserve are packing on the pounds, and the National Park Service turned it into an online contest, which is now in its 5th year. The park's chubbiest bears are pitted against one another in head-to-head matchups. There's even an online bracket featuring profiles of the husky competitors. 2018's winner was Bead Nose, who took the top prize with this startling transformation. Yes, that is the same bear. This year's early favorite is Holly, who's just itching to win it all. Someone want to get her some lotion or something? There's no such thing as bad publicity. That seems to be the thinking behind this Halloween season real estate listing in Michigan, which features Ghostface from the movie Scream haunting the available property. This is Ghostface, in case there's any confusion. The idea was hatched by the listing agent who told local media he did it to generate more views. Well, the plan worked. The Lansing listing has had thousands of views in a matter of days. The 4-bedroom property is listed for $105,000, and even if you aren't interested, take a look at the listing. It's a scream. For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Hey, we're back here on the East Daily Down on Wednesday morning. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope your day's off to a great start so far. We still have a lot of show in store for you. What does that entail? Q&A with AQ. Angie Casada is going to be here with a brand new Q&A with AQ. But right now what we want to do, I'm sorry, hold on a second. Hey, what's going on? What is going on? Am I supposed to open this? Oh, yeah, I was told yes. Okay. There's a pair of clown socks that, okay, and I don't know what's going on today, but anyway, let me recompose myself. Right now, let's find out about part 1 in our ACEs for Autism series. Let's go out and see what that looks like.
The kids on the spectrum, they're a lot like your kids. Some of them have social and communication delays, and with our help, we can help them accomplish those.
Miss Purdy has 3 boys, Israel, Emmanuel, and Elijah, and they all have autism.
The diagnosis came back that my son had autism, and that was a relief to me because I knew not what to do, but I knew it was an answer somewhere. So we got him into different types of therapies. They are on different spectrums. My oldest one, that's 4 years old, his needs are a little bit different than the twins' needs are.
And after trying different therapies and treatments, Miss Purdy learned about ACEs for Autism.
ACEs has been amazing to me. It's been amazing support for my family. I don't know what I would do without God and ACEs. With ACEs' help, they showed me different ways to communicate with the kids and different cues that the children are giving me that I just was not picking up on.
And staff works one-on-one with her boys.
Good. So both of them are currently working on manding, which is a fancy way of saying requesting.
Since being at ACEs, Miss Purdy has found support from other parents at the organization.
We have the kids meet up for play dates, whether it's at the park or at the swimming pool. We've been invited to birthday parties and places that we've taken the kids. I probably would have never taken my kids alone.
And she wants others in the community to realize that it's crucial to support children and individuals with autism spectrum disorders.
It's important for the kids to get out and be amongst the people in the community. It's important that we acknowledge their head shakes, acknowledge their spins, their flailing, whatever they may do.
Ms. Purdy says spending quality time can go a long way.
You have to spend time with your child, spend time with the special need in the community, and learn the different cues that they have.
Israel, Elijah, and Emmanuel are all on different levels when it comes to their autism diagnosis. At ACEs, Israel has been able to work through sensory issues as well as improve his vocalization skills. Miss Purdy has a message to any parent struggling with helping their child deal with autism spectrum disorder.
Just read up on it, get out into the community, swing by ACEs for Autism. Any staff members here, they're willing to come out and talk to you.
In Greenville, Ariana Kraft, 9 on your side.
On Thursdays at Providence Cristo Rey High School.
The most important part of the haircut is a hairline.
This basement cafeteria graduates to a barbershop.
And his hairline grow just a little bit differently here, but we still gonna have it look real nice.
But for the young men in this room, these weekly sessions are about more than just looking good.
What is the #1 thing that can help you become successful in life?
For the past 3 years, Vice Principal Fred Yakey has spearheaded his Grooming the Outer Man, Guiding the Inner Man program. Students sign up to get a free haircut and end up leaving with a free life lesson.
The quickest way to change a culture, a pulse, and the climate of the school It's not what you do in the classroom, it's what you do outside of the classroom. You don't have to pay me money, but I do want you to pay attention.
Cristo Rey is a private school meant for low-income students. With his barbershop program, Yankee offers kids in need of male role models mentorship, guiding them to a brighter future.
So I had to get close to them so they understood that I cared for them first. And then I gave them opportunities so they can then see why.
For Yankee, it's part of a plan to give back. The kids seem to think it's working.
At a time, I was like kind of down, and like my confidence was down, and he like helped me bring myself back up.
It's something I can't explain, but it's like a family.
For the seniors in this program, it's been 3 years of growth and development. Now they help to lead the younger members while contemplating their own futures.
It just lets you know that sometimes the seeds you plant now can be the blessing and the hope for tomorrow.
Yankee says the reward of the program is seeing the growth each young man goes through. He has their trust, and they know he has their back. Together, it's a recipe for success, for now and the future.
I want this to be a movement. I want someone to be compelled just to do something in hopes that it can become something that you can never do.
Welcome back to the East Daily Download on Wednesday. Hope your day is off to a great start so far. Quick reminder, WNCT.com now, the download tab. WNCT.com, the download tab is where you can find this or any episode of the show. Also Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and use the East Daily Download hashtag. Also, we're on the mobile app, WNCT mobile app. Download that, and you can find the show there. We hope to see you on all these social platforms and digital platforms. Okay, Q&A with AQ is to come in a minute with Angie Casada, but right now, hey Nisa, what's going on? I do not, it's not my birthday, it's not Christmas. I don't know what's going on. Okay, a lot of pretty paper. Okay, well, we have more socks. I feel like there's some theme running here. Is it National Sock Day or something like that? I don't know, but everybody knows that I like wacky, crazy socks. I don't know what to say. Okay, let's get back to task here. Right now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the owner of the first owned Hispanic movie studio in America and find out his connection to Tyler Perry. Let's take a look at that story.
11-home backlot, that's pretty cool.
Ozzy Aru is living his American dream. He's the founder of the first major Latino-owned and operated film and TV studio in the country. The Cuban-American went from security guard at Warner Brothers to president of Tyler Perry Studios to now CEO of Aru Brothers Studios.
Now that I've had a little bit of success, I definitely plan to pay that forward.
For about a decade, Aru served as president of Tyler Perry Studios. But when Perry moved his studios to another property, Aru decided to buy the 60-acre media space from his boss.
This is where we're going to be developing onto and adding more sound stages to our studio.
And now he's implementing what he learned from his mentor to connect with audiences that he says have been neglected.
There's only one Tyler Perry. I'm just going to use my resources, my experience, and the team that we build to really get behind inclusion, both in front and behind the camera.
Aru wants to create opportunities for Latinos, women, and minorities in entertainment, including actors, crew, producers, and writers, putting together storylines that break down stereotypes.
We want to see each other as the lawyer, as the powerful family. We want to see ourselves as the doctors and, outside of the gardeners and the mechanics.
And Aru says that just like Perry believed in him, he now wants to open doors for others.
We're working with all kinds of storytellers now that haven't had those opportunities to get their scripts read, and they're super talented.
I'm Camila Bernal reporting.
The North Carolina Society of Hispanic Professionals is here to help.
Our only mission is to promote education among Latino students in North Carolina.
Marco Salate is the president and co-founder of the nonprofit and says there was a major need in the state 15 years ago when the organization started.
For two main reasons. At that time, the low representations of Hispanic in higher education, and also the low representation of Hispanic in the professional fields.
One field the organization promotes is STEM. And with organizations like this in place, it helps students see people like themselves in authority, encouraging them to continue their education. somebody like Jose Garcia. He's the STEM education director for Greene County Schools and is also a member of the society. Greene County Schools' Hispanic population is a little more than 30%.
For me, the extra motivation was when I started here, the population was at 6%. And, you know, being the only Latino educator in the district for a while, and gaining that respect and those relationships with the families and students over time. Like any student in the classroom, they need to see somebody like themselves also in those leadership roles because they feel empowered that they can accomplish those goals as well.
Students like Amy and Joaquin.
I like chemistry.
My favorite subject is probably math.
They attend Greene Central High School in Snow Hill, both students benefiting from Mr. Garcia's influence.
It's important because I see how other people were able to get to places I couldn't think of I could have got. It makes me feel proud because you don't really see Hispanics in positions that normally other people do. It's kind of harder for them, and just seeing them get there is inspiring.
It makes me feel good. It makes you feel more comfortable.
Both students dreaming big when it comes to STEM-related careers.
So I plan to attend Wayne Community College and go for dental hygienist.
I kind of want to plan to go to States and be a mechanical engineer.
With Garcia's presence in the school, Hispanic students are seeing their own potential success right before their very eyes.
It's connected.
The society hopes by helping to push education in the Hispanic community, it can lead to more powerful things in the future. It takes a village to help kids succeed, and anyone, Hispanic or not, is invited to join the organization to help the next generation coming after them. For Hidden History, I'm Aaron Dean.
This isn't the story I expected to be telling. 3 years ago, when Batman mysteriously disappeared, he divided Gotham.
Crows represent order, security.
The crows are not the hero of this story, Gotham.
I want to take power. I need you to fix his suit.
The suit is literal perfection.
It will be, when it fits a woman.
Hey everyone, it's Angie Casado with Q&A with AQ. I almost forgot my name right there, but listen, I'm so excited that you guys are sending in all these questions to our email, download@WNCT.com. Every week I get to answer you, the viewers, all the questions that you may have with ENC or the most random thing. So let's get started. Let's jump right into it. First question is, what is your most unusual talent? Well, me and my older brother and I, we constantly would battle it out with who could move their ears the fastest when I was younger. Always had big ears growing up, so I could actually move my ears without touching them or anything. It's a talent, so maybe we can get video of that to show over this, but it's a talent. Next question. Is a hot dog a sandwich, and why? Now, when I got this question, I had to really think about it, and I'm not gonna lie, I went around the newsroom asking folks, do you guys think a hot dog is a sandwich? And personally, I think it's in its own category. A lot of folks agreed with me and they said, yeah, Ange, a hot dog is not a sandwich. And I was like, where the heck did they come up with the name a hot dog? Come to find out, it had something to do with like the Germans coming into town and they had these sausages, and they also brought in like dash hounds with the sausages, so then it was like a joke. Anyways, I think a hot dog is in its own league. It's not a sandwich. Okay, that's my answer. Do you have any pets? Yeah, I do. I have the best cat in the world. He's a Russian blue mixed with Siamese. His name is Romeo. Super friendly, super loving, affectionate, thinks he's a dog. First cat, love of my life. So yeah, I have a cat named Romeo. All right, can you play any instruments? Well, when I was growing up, I played the violin until I got kicked out. It was right before our concert because I kept missing practices for basketball practice. So I had an instructor, he was Russian, and he like yelled at me. He was like, Angie, you can't be picking, basketball, you have to pick one or the other. I don't know what kind of accent that was, just work with me here. But I ended up picking up basketball. So I played the violin, I still can. Played the recorder, was in the Christmas parades growing up, which was amazing. And I could play about 3 songs on the piano, but don't ask me to read music because that's just not my forte. But yeah, those are all the questions for this week, but I want you to keep sending questions. Email us. It's amazing. I love it. You make me do research, and you allow me to reflect on my own self, with the questions that you guys ask. So keep sending them in. We love to hear from you. It's via email on download@WNCT.com. Angie Casada, East Daily Download.
Well, that's going to do it for this episode of the East Daily Download on Wednesday. Hope your day is great ahead of you. And I want to remind you quickly, WNCT.com, now the download tab. WNCT.com, the download tab is where you can find this show online. Also, we are on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Use the East Daily Download hashtag and the mobile app, WNCT mobile app. Download that and you can watch the show anytime. So that's going to really, I guess, do it for today.
Oh, no, wait. It's National Bosses Day.
Is that why I've been getting all of this? You really did.
Open.
Okay. There's a lot of paper in here. Hey, it's paper! The theme is consistent. Pac-Man, mushrooms, eggs, guitars. Treat your employees, treat your boss, just treat each other, socks or whatever else that's going on. Wait, what? This is from John. It's all... Oh, John, you should... Oh, so, Sean, that's it for today. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow on the East Daily Download. Have a good one. Thursday, when we hit the road for the next edition of the East Daily Download, we wrap up our coverage of Cycle NC's trek across the East. In entertainment, we take a look at the hit CBS show SEAL Team, filming on location in Serbia. We have part 2 of our series of Aces for Autism. And Angie Casada joins us for a special edition of A Loving Home. So join us on Thursday for an all-new The East Daily Download on Eastern North Carolina's CW.